news media, research, data, and policy analysis. In certain instances, I have reconstructed the content of CPS reports, such as allegation narratives, based on my distinct recollections and interviews with my former colleagues. All names and identifying details have been changed in order to protect privacy, with the exception of a few individuals whose real names I have used at their request. No one interviewed for this book has a current case pending before or employment with CPS. Please note that the terminology child welfare professional refers to an investigator, a family support social worker, or a caseworker, case manager who carries a caseload and works for or contracts through a child protective services agency. The terminology child welfare community partner refers to various family-serving professionals, such as, but not limited to, child welfare attorneys, judges, mental health providers, court-appointed advocates, educators, physicians, social workers, foster parents, and law enforcement. Introduction. It starts with us. I had been a child protective investigator for about 1 year when I started having nightmares. In this particular one, I was getting ready for work, like any other day. I went into the bathroom to look at myself in the mirror. To my horror, my face was disfigured. I had thick webbed scarring, and my skin seemed waxy as if it were melting in place. It was the sort of disfigurement that frightened people and made them avert their gaze. I gasped and stared for a moment longer before I finished getting ready. I had to make a stop for a case on the way into the office. When I arrived at the house, I was shocked to find dozens of Black children lying across the lawn. All of them appeared dead, and their faces were disfigured in the same way as mine. Why did my face match all of these dead children? I got out of my car and carefully stepped over their bodies, one by one, and made my way to the house. It was as if their bodies were uneven bricks on a sidewalk. A woman opened the door before I knocked, but it wasn't just any woman. It was my best friend, Erica. I introduced myself as the Child Protective Services, CPS, investigator, and informed Erica that I had received a report regarding her children and needed to ask her some questions. "There are dead children all over my yard, and you want to ask me questions?" She was livid. I noticed her face was unblemished, and I wondered if she could see my face the way I saw it that morning in the mirror. "Yes," I said bluntly. "I need to get some questions answered. I need to walk through your home and see your children, complete a risk assessment, and you need to go talk to the school and the neighbors and ask them if they have any concerns about the safety of these kids," my CPS supervisor said as she appeared next to me, giving me additional directives. I nodded and quickly jotted down a single note. The children are already dead. Psychophysiologists call dreams the road to the unconscious. Science tells us that within 5 minutes of waking up, a person generally forgets 50% of their dreams. Within 10 minutes, 90% has been forgotten. It has been 15 years, and I still remember that dream. I will not claim to be a dream interpreter, but I do have a guess at what it meant. In CPS, we often focus on the wrong things. We overlook the true essence of what is in front of us and engage in rudimentary queries about surface-level dynamics that do not get us to a genuine understanding of what is happening with families. When the approach is one size fits all, then our priority is making it fit, no matter what is going on around us. Decisions are made that vilify parents, even when we know that families are stuck in a cycle of inequity, low access to support, intractable poverty, and the complexities of human relationships. With insufficient information, we wield elusive power, and we require tasks that are focused on rehabilitation and surveillance. That dream disturbed me a lot. It made me realize that CPS work truly does change the professionals in the system. There is trauma.